Let me bring in Mungatana on this. This is now coming to the Senate. Yes. Do we expect a much more robust conversation there to take into account the people's views? Because the last time you were here, you actually said that there was an older man who gave you express instructions in your area to make amendments. Is it going to be any different there?
Okay, let me just say that, first of all, it is commendable what the members of parliament have done in National Assembly. Why? Because we are producing 50,000 units of housing per year. And Trevor, the requirement is 250,000 every year. There is no debate about the requirement for housing, especially here in Nairobi and other parts of the country. So if we are agreed, now like Honorable Kagushi has said, both sides of the houses, in fact, even during the debates for looking for votes, the campaigns, both sides had it in the manifestos. So it is pretentious for people to walk out when they can see that there is a need in this country for those housing. Now, we have bitten the bullet. Those of us who are in government have said we are going to try and do something about this problem. Now, it is never easy to be on the side of government because the people always have, whenever you are telling people, let us go this way and we have to pay this to do this way, Kenyans listening to me understand. But the MPs are playing politics. Why? Because if you want to buy a car as an investment, if you want to start a butchery as an investment, if you want to start a matatu as an investment, you know that you have to make a deposit, you know that you have to sacrifice. Even if you are going to buy it cash, you have to sacrifice over a long period of time for you to create the necessary capital for you to put in the investment. And then the investment doesn't pay the same day. The investment takes time for it to pay. So it is pretentious for people to walk out. And that is something that I find very difficult with colleagues from the other side. You have been elected, for Christ's sake, to sit there and debate. You have been elected to introduce amendments. You have been elected for you to express the views of your people and put them on record, you know. Now, when you walk out, that man from your constituency or your county does not have the legal mandate to sit there and say his bit, you know. It doesn't matter. I mean, in the wild, even big animals avoid fights with small animals, unnecessary fights, because they know that little animal can hurt you when you collide with it, and there is no medicine there to help you. So I'm bringing that analogy into Parliament. You may not necessarily have the numbers to win, but you have the right to express yourself, and you can introduce amendments. In fact, if you have 100 amendments to the bill, that bill would not have passed in one day, because Trevor would introduce, I would introduce, Kagushia, Mheshimiwa, everybody would be continually introducing amendments, and people have to vote. And you know what happens is that then when people see there's so much, and then we want to pass this thing, we go to negotiations. You know, can you drop this, or can you pass this? Okay, we will drop this and this, but we need to pass this. But then when you walk out, obviously, you create, in a very irresponsible manner, you create a highway for the people on the other side to pass through. And the Kenyans out there that you are saying you are now going to make a public court, you're going to talk to them, they are looking at you, and Kenyans really need to look at MPs who refuse to do the work you have given them. You know, in the Senate, what I see, and I hope this thing comes, what I see there, irrespective of your opinion or whatever, Senate is a different ballgame. We have to be at least 24 delegation, which means 24 elected senator, for us to create quorum for division, that is for voting. So you must listen to the other person. That's why, we always treat each other with such difference.
Yeah.
You never see senators, behaving differently, in a certain manner. That is not acceptable, because you need that person to be there even to defeat him. So if everybody says we need to talk, you must give everyone a chance to talk. That's why debate there to answer you is very, informed, is very sober, and then we come to vote. For those who have the numbers, they pass. Those who don't have the numbers, they pass. They don't pass. To answer you, I think I'm one of the very serious senators in that house, and I will look at the bill. We will look at the amendments. There are things that need to be amended. If there are things that need to be amended, remember, it has already passed through amendments in the National Assembly. So maybe my amendments were taken care of. Maybe the things I was worried about have been addressed or have not been addressed. If they have not been addressed, we will introduce amendments. Remember...
So have you had a chance to look at it?
No, they have just finished it, last night. So when it comes to the House, then we have our chance to look at it. But remember, even the health bills, when they brought the health bills to Turkana for debate, I was one of the people who introduced amendments to one of those bills. So there is time for us to have a look, and then if there is anything that we need to look at, we will introduce something.
Okay, let me bring in Mans on this.